Hi there, blessings and welcome, sacred sovereign soul. I am Lady Drasmin, and this is Dragom Oracle here live on TikTok. If you are catching the replay, welcome. If you are new, welcome so much to my page and channel. If you are returning, welcome back. So lovely to have you here. Welcome, beloved ones. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How are you doing today? Say hi. Let me know where you're tuning in from. If you are returning, thank you for returning and coming back and joining here today. So, earlier today, I was recording for Tree Talks podcast. If y'all don't already know, I have a podcast that I'm co-hosting with this powerful woman, Dr. Iris, where we channel wisdom from the trees. And sometimes we have a human guest. And this podcast is mostly part of a paid subscription on my Substack platform. So if you are a tree lover, if you are a me lover, if you are a lover of life, I invite you to come join me over there on Substack and check out the Tree Talks podcast. We have a new episode coming out tomorrow, and it's going to be real good. So come check me out on Substack at LadyDrasmin for the Tree Talks episodes. So earlier today, her and I, we had a recording scheduled, and we are working on a series right now. And the message that came through with that series was rest. And I woke up and I had all this energy and I was ready to go. I got dressed. And then we started recording, like right even before we hit record button, like her and I, we were just like so incredibly sleepy. Like it was so difficult to keep our eyes open during that recording. And by the end of that recording, we're like, this is the wisdom. This is the message that's coming through. So after, we hit stop on that recording, I went and I stopped recording and I laid down for about 40 minutes and I let my body rest. And I'm definitely feeling more awake now, but I'm also feeling like I could use a lot more rest. So perhaps that's a message that might be relevant for some of you, is allow yourself to rest at this time. Welcome, Aya. Thank you for the hearts and liking the live. Welcome, Linda Psychic. Welcome, Ash. Welcome, everyone. So we are now in the month of March, okay? We just had a very powerful new moon in Pisces last week. If you did not get those messages but are still feeling this energy, the replay is available on my YouTube channel, Dragom Oracle. Welcome, Margaret. Thank you for being here, everyone. So lovely to have you here. Thanks for sharing this feed and live with others to join. Welcome, Steph. Welcome, D Moonlight. So, we are now going towards eclipse. Okay, we have very powerful Pisces eclipse coming up in a couple weeks. And so, there's a lot of recalibration that's happening in the subconscious right now. We're in Pisces season, so everything just feels a little cloudy, a little murky, a little like, I feel like I have clarity, and yet it's not fully clear yet. So really allow yourself grace right now to be in the process, right? We are wrapping up the zodiacal year. We are wrapping up the 2024 year. Like, this is the final countdown, right? We are about to enter the new year with the Aries season starting in a couple weeks, right? So there's a lot of closing that's happening. There's a lot of cleaning that's happening. There's a lot of completion that's going on. A couple of contracts ended for me last week, very suddenly, very unexpectedly, and yet that is what the Pisces season usually does. It wraps up things that we might be emotionally invested in, that have served its purpose, that have reached its ending, okay? And there's also a wisdom that's been coming through around trusting our discernment when to walk away, right? Trusting our discernment of, okay, this relationship, this friendship, this business ship, this community ship, this house ship, this job ship, whatever ship you're on, was really good. And now it's time for me to pivot and change direction, because I'm feeling the energy shifting. I'm feeling us growing apart. And so let's end this relationship now while it's still good, while we still have love and respect for each other, instead of sticking to, we have to make things work because that is what society expects, or that's what programming has programmed you to believe. There's a wisdom and a medicine coming up right now around discernment and leaning into where you're being guided to say no and where you are being guided to say yes, right? And sometimes for yeses to come in our life, we have to first say no. Okay, so what else is wanting to come through right now? Okay, there's also the medicine of joy. Okay, last week, one of the channeled messages I believe that came through was follow the ache of laughter. So we were talking about how sometimes when you laugh so hard, like you feel like you're gonna pass out because you're just like in hysterics, right? Like that point of joy where it's just like fucking hysterical. A little bit of a softer energy this week, right? Like you don't have to be hysterical, and still the guidance is coming through around follow that point of joy. Okay, explore, curiosity, play, color, bake, arrange flowers. One of my favorite things to do is arrange flowers. So there's this beautiful bouquet here that I was gifted, and it needs some fresh water, right? But I just arranged it a couple days ago and it looks nice and fresh, right? So like, find time, make time, okay? We all get 24 hours a day. Make time every single day to play, to just be joyous, to connect with what brings you happiness right now. And I had a very powerful call with some of the sisters I'm in circle with on Saturday, and our leader in the group, she was like, over the next week, share in temple one activity every day that brings you joy. And what came up for me was sleep. Like, y'all, for the last 5 years, sleep is what brings me joy. Out of all the things to do out there, sleep is what brings me joy. Thanks for the follow, Jody. Thanks for the gifts, Emily. Welcome. Thanks for being here. And I've really struggled with accepting that this is the hobby that brings me joy right now, right? Because it's like, okay, we sleep to rest and we sleep when we're tired, but sleeping for the joy of sleeping. But that's what I've wanted to do for like 5 years. Like, I love to read, I love to bake, I love to dance, I love to create with my hands and make jewelry. I made my earrings. So, I love to be creative. I love to engage with my hands, right? And when I'm not engaging with my hands, being creative or working on the legacy or in prayer and devotion, then I rest, right? And voicing that in temple with my sisters was just like very healing for me. Jody, your body knows what you need more than you, and sleeping is a reset for your soul, in my opinion. Thank you, Jody. Sleeping is a reset for your soul, absolutely. And if you've been with me for a while, for a few years, y'all know I went through a absolutely life-changing experience about 4 years ago when my brother died. And over the last few weeks, I've had this deeper realization around how that grief has really changed me. Like, I'm still me, but grief has also like changed my perspective on certain things in life. It's hardened me in certain places. It's sharpened me in other ways, right? And I'm still navigating those waves of grief, because it changed my life forever. I became an orphan and an only child. So, I'm still like recovering from that. And so thank you for that reminder. Sleeping is a reset for your soul, because my soul has been resetting as I've transitioned into this phase of life as matron for my lineage, as the legacy of Drasmin DreamWorks has expanded and the Soul Salon has opened. So what's bringing me joy right now is rest, and just hanging out with my best friend Pillow and Squishy Unicorn, and just like allowing myself that. So it was nice to be able to just like pause for a little bit today and rest. And I'm grateful that I have created a life for myself that allows me to step back and rest, right? So all in all, sharing all that to ask you, to invite you to lean into what is bringing you joy in the moment. And if it is something that you think you shouldn't be doing, that's exactly what you need to be doing, right? So it was a really beautiful breakthrough that I had over the past week around rest, and really allowing myself to see rest as a joyous activity rather than just something that my body needs or something that's productive. Really seeing rest as me restoring my peace and my joy with just fucking life itself, because things got real fucking heavy for a few years, okay? Not gonna lie. And I'm still coming out of it, I'm still not out of the darkness. But I do see the light, and I have lots of sisters and friends in my life who support me. Yes, meditating before sleep, I do that. I get up and I do breath work, I do shamanic drumming, and then go into my day, pray, and go into my day when I wake up. And at the end of the day, I read, I do breath work, and if I have the energy and strength, I'll play the didge, and then I'll go to bed. So I do meditate, and then I have an evening meditation practice. So thank you for that reminder. Yeah, meditating before sleep can be helpful, okay? Some people need to stretch and move their body and have a little mini workout to release their excess energy before sleep, right? It's really important to have a nighttime routine and a ritual. 4 of Wands flipped over in the deck. So, okay, this is the first message right now. So this week, look at what habits and structures are supporting your daily wellness. That's good that you do all that. I just started my meditation journey, and it's been helping with my sleep. Absolutely. Yeah, meditation is an appointment with peace. That's how I view meditation. And if meditation is a journey for you that you're just on, or is something that is going to be really healthy for you, but you're struggling with that, look at it as like making an appointment with peace, okay? And schedule that in your calendar, okay? I literally have it scheduled in my daily planner, which is over here, okay? I have like this planner that's like broken down by the hour. You can see, Tuesday's starting to write up. So like make time in your day to play. Make time in your day to pray. Make time in your day to tend to your home. Let's see what other messages want to come through from Spirit for the collective for the next several days ahead. Always for the highest and best good. 7 of Swords. Stop being so goddamn defensive, okay? Like, defensive to yourself, okay? It's like you're resisting your own intuition. You're resisting your own desires. You're resisting your own need for connection, okay? It's a need, okay? It's not even a desire. I'm hearing very strong. It's like you need certain connections in your life, and that's going to require you to have certain conversations with certain people in your life, right? And instead of just having those conversations with yourself and then having those conversations with another, you're holding back, okay? Swords is your tongue. Swords are your words, okay? And look at this. It's just like kind of tiptoeing around, walking on eggshells, not really speaking your truth, and it's not serving you. And this Piscean energy that we're in, it's literally like putting us in the discomfort zone. So until you take action and speak your truth for yourself, right? Not for anyone else, okay? If other people are involved, okay, make sure that you speak as calmly and as clearly as you can. Use the ABC check-in on my website if that helps you, okay? But really, you need to just speak your truth right now, because until you do, things are not going to move forward for you. Okay, this energy is pushing you to face your own denial, to face your own distractions, to face your own disconnect. Ace of Wands, okay? Yeah, and once you do that, then that clarity that's just there, you're like, it's just there. I can feel it, I can see it, but it's just not fully clear. As soon as you speak your truth, as soon as you clear the Seven of Swords energy, bam, Ace of Wands. It comes through. Okay, and I'm in this collective with y'all too, right? So I just literally had to do this. I had to do this with someone, and it was not easy, right? Because they're in a tough place in their life right now, and I really strive to be a gentle leader, and sometimes you just gotta rip the fucking band-aid off. Okay, you just gotta rip the band-aid off. Like, I'm very gentle, but I'm also fierce. Okay, so Ace of Wands is coming in right after that Seven of Swords to say, boom, clarity is already there. You're blocking it by you not clearing the shit. Like, you gotta clear your throat, and then you can sing, right? You gotta clear your throat. You gotta get that resistance out of there, right? And so breath work is going to be really helpful for that. Movement and dance, you can just do like somatic shaking, activate the wiggle body, do the chicken, whatever you need to do, roll around on the ground, put on some music, really just allow yourself to express your emotions right now. I just literally yesterday upgraded my course, Emotional Mastery Toolkit. It's like this PDF course that has 4 power keys and 2 bonus tools to help you befriend your emotions and turn them into allies and help you cultivate emotional intelligence. So if that interests you, it is available on my market. The Drasmin DreamWorks Alchemy Market. So, if you're having a hard time with figuring out your emotions, what your emotions are, what they're telling you, how to just process your feelings, I encourage and empower you to check out this course. And I'll put the link to the course directly in the description box on the YouTube replay. Okay, let's get one more message for the collective, please. 8 of Cups, walking away. Wow, okay. Y'all know, so many of you tuning into my messages today know that a part of this resistance is because you know that it means you need to walk away. Okay? And that might be difficult because you're like, well, there's nothing wrong here. Or things are fine. Okay, that may be true, but they're not great. They're not setting your soul on fire. They're not encouraging you and inspiring you to think bigger, dream bigger, right? And that's what that Piscean energy is about. It's an invitation to look deeper, to dream bigger, to let your imagination go wild, to really think about what you desire in your life, in the grand scheme vision of your life, and amp that shit by like 100, right? And once you really tap into that truth, you're like, oh, yeah, what I'm like playing around with right now isn't it. So I'm going to need to walk away, right? I'm going to need to walk away. And that might feel disappointing, right? That might feel disappointing because you see potential. But potential is not reality, babies, okay? And that's one of the number one reasons for heartache is that we fall in love with potential instead of accepting reality. And this is what this energy right now is about. Reality check, the Moon card. It's making you feel real fucking emotional. And when our emotions are so woven into our experiences and what we pour our energy and time into, and how could we not? We're like literally energy beings. Emotion is energy in motion, okay? Like you gotta feel your feelings, right? But then once you feel your feelings, okay, you're free. Your emotions are guides, okay? Your emotions are guides. And I literally say that in this course. Your emotions are guides. They're not obstacles. They're messengers guiding you towards deeper self-connection, okay? Literally, I just talked about the Emotional Mastery Toolkit that I have, this PDF course I offer, and then the moon card is right here. You gotta feel your feels right now. This is the only way through. It is the only way through, okay? Last message, the Fool. And then once you feel your feelings, you're in a new beginning. We're in eclipse season, baby. We're in Aries season. We're in a new year. We're in the year of the serpent where you are transformed. You don't recognize who you are. You might not recognize the house you live in. I'm hearing that for some of you, within the next 3 to 7 weeks, life is going to change completely. You're going to be in a new relationship. You're going to be in a new job or in a higher position in your current career. You're going to have, more positions of authority. You may be in new house. Like this fucking Fool card ending the reading after all of this heaviness. Heavy, 7 of Swords, 8 of Cups, heavy, Moon, heavy, 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 heavy. Smack dab in the middle is your clarity. So you have to feel the heaviness right now. You have to feel your feelings right now. You have to make those judgment calls for yourself right now. And then boom. Brand new fucking beginning, which is you in your empowerment, in your sovereignty, reclaiming your divinity, reclaiming your birthright of ease, of peace, of romance, of luxury, of wealth, of whatever it is you desire. It's yours. You have to be willing to walk through the darkness, wade through the muck to claim that for yourself and for your life. Okay? Okay, I'm feeling a message coming in for the collective from the Kali Oracle. I've been working with the Dark Mother for the last few weeks. So let's see what the Dark Mother has to say to us, to support us right now as we are going through this turbulence internally, to churning our emotions, to help us see how worthy and how important we are. So, Om Jai Ma, Om Krim Kalikaye Namaha, Om Jai Ma, Om Krim Kalikaye Namaha, Om Jai Ma, Om Krim Kalikaye Namaha, Om. Okay, here's the card. And the card is number 5, Guna Tantrika. Okay, so the first thing that I just heard was karmic restructuring. Okay, like there's big Saturnian energy that's at play right now, and Daddy Saturn, he hands out our karmic lessons. Okay, he brings us the experiences in our life that help us see the patterns that we're stuck in that aren't in service to us. Okay, but once we learn those lessons, okay, what Saturn gives is gifts. Okay, and those gifts are big. They are legacy making gifts. Okay, so there's like restructuring that's happening in your subconscious, and thus that's rippling out into your everyday life and affecting changes in your external world, because you are finally integrating and learning some key lessons of patterns and experiences that have played out across many timelines. And once you integrate these lessons, that new beginning, those big gifts from Saturn, from your own dharmic cultivation are going to come through. Okay, so Guna Tantrika says, the Divine Mother manifests the cure for when we feel overwhelmed or confused, or when we feel we're falling apart or locked into stagnation. She is the superior medicine. Even when we may not be sure what is needed to bring ourselves back into balance, she holds the answers. Tune into your heart, and there you will find her sacred prescription. Trust your inner guiding sense of what to do or not do next. Trust that a better order is being established. Is this or is this not like the perfect summary of this reading, okay? Guna Tantrika manifests her wisdom and healing through our instincts. What did I just say? You already have the answer. Ace of Wands. Your intuition already knows what to do, okay? But you're not allowing yourself to trust that. You're not listening, okay? The body and mind know when there is a need for rest. Hello, me. For activity, for detachment, and for engagement. It takes strength of spirit to not override that inner knowing with social pressures or inhuman expectations for constant performance. This is that karmic lesson that so many of us are learning right now, where to not people please anymore and where to put ourselves first. That's the lesson, okay? So when Guna Tantrika arises in a reading, we are asked to trust into the shifting cycles and to give ourselves what we need for our well-being. Nobody benefits when they are at odds with themselves, and so you are reminded that you have the inner power and capacity to be at peace within your own being right here, right now. Those are the collective messages that I have for all y'all today. Thank you so much for tuning in today. If these messages resonate with you, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you feel called to be a part of this growing community. And comment down below, share the messages within your audience. You know, it really also helps feed the algorithm and gets this message out to others. Thank you, Justice Higgs, for the rose and the gifts. And thank you so much for joining me. I'm going to close this reading here now, and then I'm going to open for general collective message readings. Pull a card, answer your personal messages. Fucking words aren't working for me right now. So stay tuned here for that. And if you missed me today and you are catching the replay, join me on Tuesdays. I go live on TikTok at 1, and then the replay gets posted on YouTube on Wednesday. Thank you again for being here. Thank you for showing up for yourself. I see you. I feel you. I celebrate you. I honor you. I love you. Bye for now.